So have you heard that saying that fake it till you make it? Yeah.
Yep.
So the reason why this is a challenge is because it really feeds into our imposter syndrome and that fear of being found out. So if we're faking something because we've pushed ourselves and we're trying to achieve a goal, there's that sense of fear always behind us that it's going to catch up. So what I found is that the first key to using your authenticity for impact is to believe to achieve, because it actually switches your mindset to believing in yourself so that you can get where you want to go. And I remember this one time that I've always been really introverted, so to the point where I couldn't raise my hand in a work meeting when I was 35 years old. I was meant to present to a room of 100 people. Next door, they were recording something, so I was not allowed to use a microphone. And I was terrified. And my leader at the time was amazing and said, I believe in you. There is no microphone, but I believe you can do this. What would you like to do? And that was the moment I realized that believing in myself is so, so powerful to have that impact.
Mhm.
The second key is to remove the mask. So the problem we face in workplaces is that we wear a mask and we have this facade of fear, and when we do that we can't actually create connection. So if we take off the mask, that is the second key, we can increase our connection. So one example of this is I remember there was a forum of 80 leaders, and one person got up to speak in the morning and they said, I'm so terrified of speaking, but I'm going to do it anyway, so please be kind. And what happened throughout the day was each and every presenter started their speech with, I really don't like public speaking. I'm really uncomfortable. And what happened was that it created an environment where people could learn and they could find a commonality in that vulnerability. So it was so powerful and it encouraged people to speak at the next forum. Now, the third key to using your authenticity for impact is to know your unique strengths. So, if you've ever been in an environment where you're really under pressure to be someone you're not, that's you can't use your strengths if you're always trying to please other people. Your message gets muddied, it gets really unclear, and you can't stand out. So, for me, this happened a while ago in terms of being in an organization where I thought I had to live up to their standards. It was such a cool place to work. I was trying to be someone I was not. I was trying to please all these different stakeholders. And in the process, my message got really, really lost. And what happened is I actually ended up leaving that organization earlier than I thought. And weirdly, it built my confidence because I found that the very thing that I was there to do and warn them about, and my message getting lost, was played out as I exited the organization. So it came to life and that gave me confidence. So I really found that I need to lean into my strengths. And then the final key to using your authenticity for impact is to search for similarities. How often do you compare yourself to someone else and then go, oh, I don't do the same as them. They're smarter than me. They've got more money than me. They've got more time than me. We so often compare ourselves and look for what we're missing compared to someone else rather than finding the similarities. So when you can look for the similarities, it's so, so powerful. And this happened to me at boot camp as I watched speaker after speaker get up and I went, oh gosh, they're so much more clear in that. They're doing their hands and gestures better than me. And it made me feel so more and more stressed and anxious about presenting. And I just spiraled down and I was at a complete mess on day 2 in tears going, what am I doing here? I'm in the wrong place. Who do I think I am? Thinking that I've got a message to share. And so what I realized was this is not working. I need to make a switch. I need to look for what the similarities and the strengths that I have in these people. So, oh yeah, I could do a fun little skit in my talk to create connection. Or I could raise my hand like that person did. I could use the tonality that person did. And I found by comparing my similarities, looking for those similarities, I was able to build my confidence. So those are my 4 keys to using authenticity for impact.
This is great work there, Jolene. See that you are definitely an achiever. Your framework looks great and your images look good. I would encourage you to see if you can simplify your language even more. I'm just typing strengthen and then. So in the chat here, see if you can reduce it to even single words. So, part 1 might just be believe, unmask, strengthen, and connect. Find similarities. You have to explain what that means. And what we want to do is we want to remove the need to have to explain what that means. So I want to look at it and instantly have clarity on what each word means in the concept of your specific key message.
Yeah.
So you've got great stories, and I think it's really powerful and hard hitting. So I'd look to even simplify it even more to just, when you look at it, you know exactly what each one means, because that's what's going to draw people in to
Mm.
want to learn more.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Great work. Well done.